The back, we're going to roll here, do the roll at 90 degrees and rolling here. Come here, roll the zip allowance out, which is about 4 inches. Sorry. After that, we're going to do 4.5, which is that nipple to nipple on the round waist side. After that, we use the tape to get our shoulder to hip. Shoulder to hip is 11, right? 11.5, which makes it 12. Shoulder to under hip is 19.5. 19.5, which makes it 20, right? The length is 32. So in this one, we're going to make it 32 plus 5, which makes it 37. So 37 here. 90 degrees again, and then we roll. Okay. So this zip side, we're going to do the same thing. From shoulder to hip, 11.5, 12. Shoulder to under hip, 19.5, 20. And then the bottom. So remember this zip allowance side. If you look at it, it's 1 inch, 1.5 at the hip, and 0.75 here. Just like how it is in the straight skirt, straight dress. So the same thing we're going to do here. So here, we're going to do 1 inch. Please show it to show the 1 inch. The 1 inch. Here, 1.5. 1.5, show. Here, 0.75. 0.75 here. And after the 0.75, 1 inch under, we start to do our curve. Okay? Curve, 4 inches, mark. It depends, this one depends on you if you want it to be a closed slit. It depends if you want to do a closed slit, if you want it not to show. You know, it can be 2 inches, it can be 1 inch, it can be anything you want, this closed overlapping slit. So we're going to join our lines here. From skirt waist to hip and under hip. So this skirt waist here, we've done the 4.5. Here we're going to make it, we're going to give it that shape, round shape too. So instead of the normal 4.5, we're going to make it 5.5 or 6, depending on how big the person is. This under hip too, we'll make it 4.5. Here too, we're going to make it 4.5. Remember, it's a straight skirt, so no need to triangle your hand out. We're going to link our lines. Down here. Link it from under hip to hip here, and link it from hip to skirt waist. So here, for this place here, we want the bum to come out nicely, right? So we're going to pinch from the waist. We're also going to pinch from the under hip. So if you pinch from these two places, now, here it will now be round and nice, right? So here 2 inches, and here 2 inches, depending on how big the person's bum is. If the person's bum is very big, make it 2.5, 3 inches, 3.5, depending on what you want to, how round you want it to look like. And here, this bottom part too will also be 2 inches. So this bottom part 2 inches, here 2 inches, here 2 inches, here boom, be the meeting point, and here 2 inches, because we're taking from only here and here. We're not taking from the hip. We're taking from above hip and under hip. So now we're linking the lines. You see that I linked it to the hip, down here and here straight. So I'm going to cut all this space off. And now this is going to be our P1, and this is going to be our P2. Remember, when you are cutting, you will notch here a bit. This notch tells you that, you see here, this place here, it tells you that you are joining it to this next one. I'm going to notch here again. That's also telling you that this is the top. Not only does this the top, but this is the part to join. You are not going to notch this other part, because to confuse you. If you notch this other part now, you will now be joining this part to here, because this side, which is the zip side, is going to be similar to this part, which is the joining part, the joining of the P1 to the P2. So I'm going to pin this immediately, because me, I don't like making mistakes and losing. So I'll pin the P1 to P2, then this one. So I pinned it front kissing front, front kissing front. So this is my front kissing front, front kissing front. Now in this joining, I'm going to join this one loosely. I'm going to join it what we call gather joining. That's how I adjust my machine to 5. Then this one, I'm going to join it with normal 2.5 or 3 inches, 3 of the machine. That adjustment that you make it either smaller or bigger stitches. So these stitches is going to be tight, which is going to, the machine is going to be on 3. This one, the machine is going to be on 5 or 4.5, which is gather stitch. So I'm going to loosen it. You see that is the one that has the chalk that I'm going to loosen, because this one will clearly show my front and my back, while this one wouldn't show anything. So I've got to do this one normal tight stitches. I'm going to temper with it again. After losing, after tightly sewing it, I will match it down. So after doing that, I'll show you.